Went to an event yesterday and it's just affirmed how poisonous the Matrix is. I feel so ill. It was such a good fucking workshop, but I am so ill. And it's affirmed to me why your environment is so fucking important and why I am doing what I'm doing with the consultancy. First of all, we sat in traffic for 2 hours. This is like a 20-minute journey, and we're sat in traffic for 2 hours of your life. Like, oh my God, what a way to start your day. And it just reminded me when I used to work corporate, sitting in that traffic, and it feels like a little glimmer of sunshine. That's when I started doing affirmations like, you are going to have a beautiful day, because you needed something to like fucking prop you up from sitting in all that frustrated energy with like angry people, stagnant, congested. Just not a good start. And then we do the workshops and they were fantastic. Like, they were really, really fantastic. And this is why I don't mind dipping into the Matrix from time to time, because you do gain some value, but the working environment is toxic as fuck. And to start off with, we all had so many treats. Like, the amount of sugar that I ate yesterday, because it was just like readily available. And I realised we're constantly treating ourselves to get through the day, but it's not actually a treat because it's poison, it's sugar, and then you have a sugar crash, and then you feel like shit. The first time I've had any sugar since I did my 3-day fast as well, which finished on Wednesday. Today is Wednesday again. So I was just like, why are we not giving out fruit? It's like full of light, it's full of electrolytes and hydration and goodness. It's like, why is that not the treat? Harsh, like white lights and all of the technology with no frequency protection. Like, my house is full of crystals and EMF protection and copper, and honestly, the difference, the buzzing, like the undertone of bzzz. Now, don't get me wrong, these offices are cute. Like, I like aesthetics, I'm not against it, but there's no plants, there's no crystals. Crystals should not be woo woo. It's a frequency protection, it's literally giving you life. We was in like a group of business owners and entrepreneurs, and I was like obviously speaking about what I do as a healing facilitator and consultant. And when I spoke about people needing healing, like nearly every person in the room was nodding, because we all have to go through something like that in our lives. But then there was one specific woman, and she had burnout fear, and it's such a real thing that isn't actually acknowledged enough. That if you have experienced extreme burnout, especially if you run your own business, you actually do subconsciously block yourself from achievements because you're concerned about if you're going to be able to actually manage the pressure. And I just think that we need to completely change like corporate working culture, because it isn't sustainable and it isn't healthy, and we are here on earth to live and create, not to be burnt out and pushed to our limits. Like, I know some people like to be pushed to their limits. That is their prerogative. That is what they've come here in this lifetime to experience. But the majority of women do not want to experience that. They want to feel like they are safe. And when a woman feels safe, they ooze all of this beautiful magic, this creative energy that just is so impactful for other people to receive. And I just think that we really need to consider the environments that we're creating for everybody to be able to actually be in alignment with their creative flair, rather than pushing against like this grain that really doesn't serve them and allow them to just be in their highest version. It's like artists have studios, like an art studio, and I just think that we should consider more spaces that are creative hubs that have plants and crystals and fruit and cacao and juice and water with salt in it and things that actually make you feel high vibrational so that you can really actually create from a place of divinity and purity and excess rather than just pulling up the dregs of your energy every day to just be in survival and create a living, so that you can survive. I came home and consciously I was really like expanded in like the way that I'd absorbed so much information that I wanted to be able to give to my clients and be able to share and pass over for my own company and for the people that choose to work with me. But my physical body, like my glands are swollen, I felt sick. I was just like, I am not doing this on a frequent basis. I just think if more people refuse to actually put themselves in environments that are not healthy for them and create a way that does help them thrive, the more the world will be a harmonious, beautiful, expansive place. And we're here now to create heaven on earth. There's been such a conscious shift with how we live our lives generally that now we're supposed to be creating it from a place of beauty and freedom and sovereignty and peace. And I think that there's just like, I think we need to go on a huge project of self discovery to figure out what that actually looks like. But offices need to start to adopt a healthier working environment because it's just